We are live here from Charlotte Motor Speedway. I have to edit something very quickly for you all here. So give me, gosh, maybe even 5 seconds hit that. The SDK is not going to refresh. I'll actually just do that here for you all very quickly. That should bring up SDK with it, as I did not change the name on it. The drivers have done their qualifying. They are just currently in their warm-up stuff right now. Yep, there's what you see on the side. It would take a little bit to refresh. I got actually the warm-up. This is perfect timing for me. There we go. Hopefully I'm going to do that. Looks like everything should be perfectly fine for you all now, as it looks like one of the logos are just waiting to show here. So I will give that just a little bit here, but I will pull up the starting grid for these drivers here based off their qualifying times, as SDK is evidently not wanting to do anything with me right now, so I will actually restart it. I don't know why it's wanting to do that. So let me get a little bit of a break here. Yeah, so I'll just load this back in. Don't know why it's not wanting to load for you all. It's kind of odd. Actually, there, see the starting lineup right there. So evidently this is not what it's supposed to be doing. So I'm trying to get it to do, but you do see the drivers up there. So first is Kevin Winker, second Nathan Somerville, third Joshua Moore. What is going on here? This is not wanting to work with me, so I guess I might go on the side view of it. Yep, so there it is. So first is, this actually might refresh again. Fourth, Nate Cogdell. Fifth, Calvin Dials. Sixth, Tristan Stepson. Seventh, Adam Waddle. Eighth, Joey Maines. Ninth, Mike Presley. 10th, Nathan Hall. 11th, Chris Zofield. 12th, Chris Wheeler. 13th, Jordan Stencil. 14th, David Hall. 15th, Tim Milhorn. 16th, Mason L4. 17th, Mike Savanowski. 18th, Billy Stallings. 19th, Skylar Berry. 20th, Dylan Smith. And 22nd is Keith Moore, as these guys are on the track right now currently. So I'll have to get over there very quickly too. Then luckily we will not miss very much of this at all. We actually won't miss the start here. But it is a patriotic night here in the Twisted Chassis Truck Series. Guys are running those paint schemes. Very American for sure. Says Mason Ford has crashed, evidently. Every time I see somebody has crashed, they haven't. That's what I've noticed with this. It kind of throws me off a little bit every now and then, to be honest with you there. But 115 laps. Not sure what the lap times they'll be running here will be. But I do expect most. Actually, I don't even want to say that because I'll probably curse them. I do expect, most. Actually, I'll go ahead and say I do expect most of this race to go green, just on how Charlotte is. It is a kind of tire-consuming track every now and then. Not too bad most of the time, though, luckily. But that will be a factor when you get into the race. Or fuel can also be a factor. Fuel can lead to tires most of the time for these guys, so I have to be very cautious about that also. Let's get in there. The Winker's going to lead in the green. A 14. Somerville 2 is outside. Starter's got the flag in hand. And we're underway here at Charlotte in the Twisted Chassis Truck Series. Looks like Winker gets a pretty good start. The 14 on the outside of him. All going to go down into turn 1s. On each other's bumper, the draft will be a factor here. Just low horsepower. High down force. If you get hung out to dry, you're going to be in a difficult spot. The 51 almost loses it off the corner. That's more down to the bottom. You saw that truck get completely sideways early on. Try to just get too much out of it. He'll have to duck in line like that. Probably didn't hurt his tires too much, or he has to hope, but you see Nathan and Kevin going at it up here. These two are not going to let each other go. Looks like, oh, Nathan Somerville got a little bit loose going with 3 and 4. He's trying to fight for that lead, though. He wants it. Not letting Winker really get it. You see the 0 of Nate Cogdell on the outside also. These guys are trying to wrap that outside the 42. He hits the apron, goes up the track just a little bit. The 14's at his quarter panel right there. 42 can't clear him in time. So Winker doing this is going to burn up his tires. He's got to get past Somerville very quickly, but looks like he will not be able to do that just yet. Somerville's going to fight hard for that. Somerville's actually going to take the lead from Winker now. Winker just going to duck in behind him. He might get passed by Cogdale here really soon. Looks like Cogdale had a huge run coming off the 3 and 4. It looks like he's going to try to take the inside on Kevin Winker now. This actually might take first spot also. Really trying to get up under him. Couldn't get there, but it looks like everybody out throughout the pack is kind of single file as we see 69 of Billy Stallings. Got a little bit loose there. And some Nuco paint scheme. That was made by Sonic Racing Chassis also. Appears to be correct. I think it was. I have to add him before paid him for it. But the fastest lap of the race right now was set by Nate Cogdale, a 30.41. Everybody else has been running 35s or 30.5s around that area. So we'll see here for sure. That we got something poking out there. Let's see who that is. That is. That's Skylar. That's not Skyberry. Who is that truck? It's all alone. That's the 98 of Adam Waddle. He's gotten into the wall, actually, so he's got in contact with somebody there. You do not want that to happen early on, that's for sure. If that does, you're going to be in a hard position the rest of the race. These guys pretty much running single file behind each other, saving just a little bit of fuel, but Cogdale's looking at Somerville right now. I'll have a little bit of a peek, and Winker's running almost that third groove up against that black, that really dark line up there. He's kind of up against the wall. Who's 5? I don't think there was slot paint scheme before. 5 is just who is that this race? That is, can't match up the number. I gotta match up the. Have to see what it is when he goes by. Small last names. It might be Nathan Dahl, I believe. Yep, that is Nathan Dahl. The 5, which he's actually the 30 this race. There's a differently stamped truck for it. But these guys are running. They're still running. Now they're getting up to the high 30s, low 31s for their time. So the tire fall off is being seen here just a little bit. Looks like we got more looking under. Oh, we thought he was, and that 5 jumped down, or 30 jumped down in front of him, kind of cut his nose off there just a little bit. Oh, I allowed Jimmy Shepard there. Out to the field. We got some drivers with damage already. That's 85 of Mason L4 has some damage. 69 of Billy Stallings and the 68 I'm actually kind of facing off with in the college NASCAR Cup Series, or not NASCAR Cup Series, trying to get into that race. Me and him are trying to get into it. Tell you what, the people that run that are ridiculous and how they do it. But that's some heavy front end damage. Holy crap, who is that? That is a 61 of Tim Milhorn. What has happened to him? He has smacked that wall. The way the damage looks, I have to guess that somebody probably checked up in front of him and he did not expect it one bit. He had nowhere to go and just went right in the back of him. See, Wheelers looks like he thought about 3 wide there. Saw him think about it. He was like, I'm not going to do it there just yet. Drivers will make a lot of moves. He's trying to get up under the 12. All over the bumper. Might have actually got him a little bit loose there. Wheeler has to lift. You can just see that that lift just made that 21 catch him so fast as David Hall would go under. Wheeler 83 towards the stencil, the Canadian kind of lurking back there. That is possibly not the race. We got the 12 going to go under the 30 now of Dahl. 12 trying to get it. He will get that now. So Zofield passes Dahl for that position. Biggest mover in the race right now seems to be right now. Kind of looks like it's Chris Zofield and Skylar Berry up 4 positions. Dylan Smith is up 4 positions also. But these guys, not being in the main draft with everyone else back here, it's hurt their times a little bit. Wheeler's trying to get under Dahl now. He wants to take that position from him. Dahl looks like he's just maybe saving tires. He's not running too far off the pace. It's just he's just realized, I can conserve tires and beat you all in the long run. So I might as well just go ahead and do that. It's just a better thing for me to do. 12 almost got in the wall there. He was going up close to it. Well, that was a 21. Got really close to that wall. I need to figure out this later on. I don't have time to. This had to deal with the chargeback that was happening because a lot of people who had broadcasted for had this bank account hacked and just did a lot of precautionary stuff. You see some drivers ripping that wall though. They're getting up, well, not too close, but they're definitely getting up close on it for sure. I really like to run that. You can run that wall. Just depends on how close do you feel that wall. Looks like, yeah, just a little account thing that had happened for him. That sort of out there. Looks like everybody's gotten pretty calm though. Nobody's really going at each other. Everyone's kind of like, yeah, I'm just gonna ride here. Hey, how you doing there? This is what they're doing. Jimmy's Cod. Jimmy's mom. Oh, the 42s. Oh my gosh. Oh, we got to go on a chase of Kevin Winker. Look at how close he was to that wall there. Holy crap. See how close he's running this wall. He's not as close as I'd be trying to do it, but he is definitely getting up there. Look at that. Right sides on that seam. I love seeing people rip that wall. It's amazing to see. I love it. I guess look at that all day. I would. Like, Billy Stallings, he's been making his way up here. He's up 6 positions since the drop of the green flag. So he's been slowly, churning through this field. And his lap times are not far off the guys. Actually, well, they're not that far off. I think he's really been just waiting on his tires. As tire conservation is a huge, huge factor at races like these for sure. One thing, Milhorn, he's in the pits. I think he had to get his damage fixed. He took his fast repair because he had a smashed in front end, and that thing was damaged badly. I never saw a car beat that badly, but he's got that fixed now, so he should be able to get back out whenever he can. He's already out of pit road. He'll go at least 1 lap down, but these two have not gotten off each other's bumper. Cogdale's been like, "Hey, no, I'm right here. I'm not leaving you. I want to talk to you. I just want to talk." Like that meme. Let me smell your breath. If you don't know what that meme is, go look it up. I think it was called I don't even know what name it was. I think it was like Mountain Dew, let me smell your breath or something like that. I don't know. I really don't. I have no clue what it was. Now, one thing that, this is kind of from personal experience at Charlotte. Oh, the 2's in the wall as soon as I want to see somebody rip the wall. He actually doesn't get much damage from it. I don't think he got any. But one thing that I have noticed with this track is turns 3 and 4, when you go to enter it, there's actually a part of the track that juts out. And if you hit that thing, your right front is going to be killed. Because I've done that a couple of times, and I have absolutely drilled the right front. I think I've knocked the steering out of it, and that thing's been shot. A3 runs low on that 24, trying to get him there. We got a caution for Adam Waddle. Oh, there's a wreck up here. Everybody avoids it. It actually immediately tows, it seems. What happened here? Oh, coming off pit road. I bet you he smashed the gas. Yep, there it is. Oh, might hit a bump, actually. Into the inside wall. It shoots him back up the track. Right in front. Oh, Cogdale. Nowhere to go. Cogdale gets drilled from that. Let's see what happened. I'm going to go cockpit with the 98 just to make sure that he did hit a bump, because I think that's what it was. I saw his truck jump up. As yet, looks like that bump just kind of finished him off there. It seems, as I'll fix that POV when I get a chance in this race. But that brings out the first caution on lap 22 of the race. I think we'll see everybody down pit road. I'm not sure how many tires they can get, or how many sets of tires they have. That'll be interesting to see here. I don't know. It might be a tire strategy game. I believe everybody will come down pit road, though, at least if you're going to come down and get some fuel. It's Cogdale, his engine is gone. You can see it smoking there. So he'll be forced to come down here. Everybody, yep, there comes everybody else. Knew they would come eventually. The 68 has some rear end damage, so might have gotten rear ended when slowing down for that wreck. Everybody so far not had a bad race. We do see some drivers with some right side damage, just from the wall. We got some left side damage from beating and banging on each other. But we'll just have to see how that works out for them. Like 14, he's out and away. Cogdale uses faster per set of 18. 2. Got out. Look at 4th. It seems race off pit road. Everybody gets off clean. As some drivers will be sitting in here longer. They want to use all that time for the optional damage that they can. You really want to save that fast repair for as long as possible at races like these. You don't want to use it early on, as luckily, hopefully some of these guys did uncheck it, because sometimes our race will decide to fix just a little bit of damage that you have, and they do not need to be doing that. But what about bringing... Let's bring in Somerville here. I believe I will have time. If it doesn't go, lights don't go off on the pace truck this time, we will bring him in. Just want to make sure that they will not go off. I'll be getting no here. Oh, looks like it will be. Crap. So, will they be on green? No, they will not. So we'll bring in Nathan Somerville here. Slug nuts. Hey Nathan, this is Bryson's booth. Got a copy, man? Looks like we may not push the top here. Hey Nathan, you got a copy?
Hello.
Oh, there you go, man. I got you now, man. So, how's the race gone for you, knowing that you're up here about lap 24? Like, how do you feel? Like, how's your truck feel for you, man?
It fires off good. I seem to burn my right front out. Cogdale catches me a little bit. The middle part of the run, I get too tight and overdrive the corner. So, just overall, it's a decent track. I think everyone has a bunch of experience, and it shows for that 25 lap run that we had.
Drivers were dicing it up in the back of the pack, but you've been out front. Now, how do you feel? Like, what do you feel like you have to do in this race to take home the win? Knowing that, I mean, it's only early in the race. What do you feel like you have to do? Like, do you want to get back in that pack, or do you feel like you have to stay up front to have a chance to win this race here?
Track position is going to be everything tonight.
Yeah, man, especially here at tracks like these. It's that low horsepower, high downforce. If you get hung out to dry too, especially, you want to think you can get hung out to dry at these tracks, but you can. But no, man, you just got to stay up front, because you don't really want to have to drive through this, because these guys are going to be hungry. But I saw the lights just went off on the pace truck here, so I will let you go. Hopefully, I see you in victory lane tonight, man.
Let's hope. At least get an interview.
Oh, yeah. As that was Nathan Somerville. I want to say Nathan Somerville. He does not want to get in the back of the pack. I do not blame him. Not that people back there can't drive. It's just there's so many more people back there, and just one small mistake from somebody, and there goes your race. You're in the wall. You're in the fence. You're shot up to Mars. You don't know where you are. As Tim Milhorn and Adam Waddle. As Adam Waddle called it at night, he has Third, I think he actually probably Alt F forward because he didn't tow. So yeah, I think it was like I'm done. And drivers will do that every now and then. I don't blame him for that one bit. Just kind of anger taking over. It'll be Somerville leading to green. Nate Cogdale on the bottom. Cogdale will have the 42 of Kevin Winker behind him. Somerville will have the 18 of Christian Stepson on the top lane with him. As I got something on my nose. As I don't know, my parents are. My parents don't love me. Somerville's going to lead him to green here. Going to wait. Now he's going to fire off. I think oh my gosh, that bottom lane stacked up. You saw 24. He almost rear into the 42. Had to get hard on the brakes there not to hit him. Luckily they sort that out and get that away. That was almost catastrophe for these guys. But that 18, he's actually hopped that double zero. The 42 leaves that bottom open, or top open for the 18 there for just a little bit. He decides to shut it. The 18 pulls a crossover on him. He's going to try to go under Somerville now. Somerville said he does not want to lose track position. He's going to get in there really deep in there. Run that seam. You can see his right side tire is right on that black seam, not wanting to move there at all. He's trying to fight with that damage that he has. He kind of just wants to hold on to his fast fare for as long as he can. And that's not a bad option to do at all at these tracks, especially. So I've done this in, the 83 trying to go under the 24 Joey Maines. He's going to try to get that position. That's Jordan Stencil. Only foreign person in this race too. I don't see many Canadians. You see many Americans on this. For the that is for the Cup. That is. As we got the oh no, there's a wreck. 61. He's now flipping upside down. 2 got into the wall, then clipped the 61. He goes back on all fours. That was a hard crash. He immediately tows. Go back and watch that. That was a vicious wreck. Actually, that might have been a little bit of a net code there between the 2 and the 1. Have to see, did the 2 come down? I think he came down into the 1 there just a little bit. Get a far chase here and rewind it just a little bit. And we'll go slow motion. I always want to slow it down for as long as I can. See what happens. It looks like right now he's holding his line 1. Bails out of the throttle. Nothing happens there. I don't know. Oh, this looks like a racing incident. There's just slight contact with the 1. The 2 gets into the wall after this. He actually doesn't get that bad of damage. Of course, he does smack his tail into it. And then you see this 61 comes by 2, trying to peel it off the wall, and he just clips the right rear of the 61. And then that 61, from there on, he's just flipping upside down. He has no idea where he is, and then he lands on all fours, stops, tows to the pits immediately. That's not what he wanted there at all. See if they come down pit road again for fuel. I don't think that they would. I just think that I don't know. Do you come down for fuel now? Huh. That's interesting. Do you come down for fuel? Because that'll help you stretch your tires here. But if you, I really don't know. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm over being a little car geek. Oh, yeah, I'm test driving that tomorrow. I don't even care. Oh, yeah. I have to take my car into the dealership because I'm not building boost. So I probably screwed my turbo. Hopefully I didn't. But it's acting weird. So, yeah. Not good. We'll see. Pit road might not have been open at that time. So we'll have to see if they come down again. As need to actually do this. Let me fill this out here. As I need to do schoolwork after this. Haha, college life is so much fun. Oh, y'all adults are so glad you don't have to deal with college anymore. It's not fun anymore. Never has been fun. But yeah, so nobody, actually I'm surprised, nobody came down pit road. Nobody wants to take a gamble on their fuel. All these guys, actually, if they go green, just to make sure. Lights are still on the pace truck, so I'll roll some ads here while these guys are under caution currently. We're back here. Lap 33 is when they will get the green flag here. Somerville will be leading to the green. The 18 of Tristan steps into the outside of him. The 00 of Cogdale will be behind Somerville. The 18 will have the 51 of Joshua Moore, who's made a good rebound. Almost junked his truck on the very first lap, come out of 1 and 2. He got extremely loose and just kept his foot and it just drove out of it. Thought he was going to absolutely kill the wall, but he was able to avoid that, luckily. You do not want to do that early on. I've done that at Richmond once. Didn't even get a lap done. Probably one of the most embarrassing things in my life. As Heidi, if you're watching this, go eat some bread because you can't. As she's my childhood friend, so that's why I'm making fun of her. Somerville's gonna be on him. They're gonna enter the Geico restart zone here. And Somerville can go anytime that he wants now. Actually, no, they do use Geico restart zones. I got that wrong. Somerville gets a good jump on the 18. He goes to the bottom. Actually, goes to top bottom. Wants to kind of run both lanes, see what Stepson will do. As Cogdale thought about looking inside of Stepson. That sounds weird. But everybody jostling for position off the start. Track position is key. It's very hard to get it back as Cogdale. He's trying to take a shot at Stepson. He's getting right. Oh, he tried to get through the quarter panel. Stepson does that same move that he did earlier. Tries to do a crossover on Somerville. Somerville gets in there pretty deep. Does not want to give up that lead. Can afford to do this to his tires early on, but he's not giving it up. Cogdale got a good run out of 3 and 4 there. Pulls up right to the bumper of him. Decides not to take it. Back in the pack, you see Wheeler trying to go under the 30 of Nathan Dahl. He's going to get that position as they might have made contact there. What just happened there? As I'm not sure what that was. That was odd. Everybody just disappeared there. As we got a what the world? We got a caution now. As David Hall has crashed. I'm not sure what is going on here. Have to see. I am very confused. Oh my gosh. We got a huge wreck back here. As what is going on? Oh. That's the big wreck though that I'll probably miss. Oh my gosh, that's like a lot of drivers in it. Sorry, not Dahl. Sabanowski, Wheeler were all in that wreck. I'm not sure what is going on here. It's very odd that it would be doing that to me. I don't have. Let me actually check. I might know what this is. It's not supposed to be doing that, but it doesn't like me. as that was really weird. I'm not sure what that was. That was a huge pileup though. Okay, that was odd. We'll see if guys will come down pit road. I'm not sure what that was. Oh, fake out. Somebody just got faked. Steps, I don't know if he wanted to come down pit road, but he'll drag some people with him that were in the wreck, of course. David Hall and Dylan Smith there sitting down there, as I'm not sure what that was. That was very weird. And just decided to cut out there. As looking at some other stuff here. What? Let me just make sure what I'm looking at is correct. Yeah, there's nothing I can think of it. Oh, wait, I probably know what it is. See, these guys that came down did take tires, though. Their pit stops are longer than what I would normally be seeing. But while these guys are under caution again, I'm going to go on a commercial break and see if I can figure out what that was. As I was actually able to figure out what that was, iRacing has not given me a very good connection to this server tonight, so that's why we missed that. I don't know why we decided to do that now, because I'm looking at my internet speed and everything's reading completely normal, really. And actually, hold on, that is not what it needs to be there. Can't switch over. Crap. Hopefully they'll get. Actually, hopefully they don't. I don't want to wish that on them. But I do know how to fix this. I did that doesn't make any sense, but we'll go with it. Who cares? I probably need to do that. Yeah, I probably do. Well, I can fix that whenever I get some other time for it. Looks like it's the thing. Shouldn't be having that issue, but every now and then it will happen. But Wheeler's back down pit road. David Hall and Dylan Smith are still sitting in it currently. Got some different contenders up here. Tristan Stepson, he did pit. Mason L4, he pitted also. He actually got out in front of Stepson, but he's got some heavy right side damage, so that is not good for him at all. He's going to be struggling here. Joshua Moore, he's back where he started. Started in third. He's currently running third right now, so he's not had a bad race for him. Actually go on board with let's go on board with Cogdell. Nathan Somerville for the start here. on this kind of hang of gear right there, but he gets out and away from these guys that are going to be racing a bunch of maniacs in the back of the pack here. And why is that resetting itself? I just had to turn that down there just a little bit. But Cogdell, he gave a look to Somerville saying, hey, I'm kind of looking for his position. He's going to try to go under Somerville. Somerville's not been wanted to give up that position. Oh, and I do not blame him. He's been kind of running that bottom. Not necessarily blocking these guys, but not giving them a lane to go. As Winker tries to go top to bottom, almost in the grass. This man's not Dale Earnhardt Sr. What's he trying to do? As Calvin Dodge just forced back in this race. As Dylan Smith, he's been in the pits. Tim Milhorn, he has been in the pits. He's actually called it. Those two drivers have, as I just put the driver that wasn't there. But Winker's trying to get that spot from Cogdell now. Cogdell's going to really fight him for that position, I'd say. Not sure what they can actually go on a full fuel run. That'll be something to see. But Stepson, he's going to be coming up through this pack here very, very soon. He's got fresh tires, so he can really get a good run as he's actually running about 0.2 faster on some of these laps. Now Winker, he actually ran faster. He actually ran an identical time, 2 steps in there. Running that high line. Really trying to focus on wrapping that line is what he's really wanting to try to do here for him. He's making it work so far, that's for sure. As I will have to fix this. This is getting on my nerves. Somerville and Kevin Winker trying to just riding with each other, not really racing each other too much. This 24's gotten some damage. Where is that from? Not put for that. Maybe me though. Variable could have been. Could be me. Looks like that is actual damage that he does have. He's gotten into the wall. He's actually killed the front of his truck there somehow. Man has really gotten into it with somebody. As evident. Yep, there it goes. So he didn't have damage. I was completely wrong. So ignore these fake damages that you see from these guys. Back here we got the 12 going under the 22 of Sabanowski. Wheeler is on the bottom. The 1 is in the middle. The guys thought about making it 3 wide. They decided to kind of bail out there. Winker's been really committed to that high line. He's not really moving off. I think he's wanting to get that run more than anything, it seems. I just think that's just what he wants to run. I see he's actually got past Cogdell now. Tristan Stetson with those new tires. Shoots down to the bottom with Joshua Moore. Tries to get something going there. We got how wide are they here? Holy crap, we got him. Oh, Stetson thought about 3 wide. He's got the fresh tires, so he can afford to make these moves that he's doing. He knows he has the grip on these guys. He's gonna probably a power move under Kevin Winker here. Yeah, he just power moved under him. It's just the tires now, so he's gonna set his sights on Nathan Somerville. Here, he's gonna try to get the spot from him. That 12 looked like he hit the apron. He saw flames come out of his exhaust pipes. He had to bail out of the throttle there, not hit the guy in front of him. His Cogdell almost made contact with somebody, possibly saying how low he was on that track. You don't see drivers down there very often unless they about make contact with somebody, of course. I actually did this in another league, so we're gonna implement this here. with this many drivers here, we'll go. How big is this field? 20. On the track right now it is 17. So we'll go on board with 6 different drivers, and we'll both give them a lap around here. Of course, I'm not gonna know. I'm just gonna kind of randomly click. Whoever gets it, gets it. So we'll figure this out here. Let's do a random selection here. So Chris Wheeler will be our first driver. I guess somehow switch to a different camera, so we'll actually go on board with the 24 here for a lap. After him, we have one more driver to randomly select. That was just some laps around with some of those drivers. I know we have Joshua Moore. He's now come down pit road. I think he pitted on lap 22. Also, some might be pit stops for some of these guys here, as these are fixed. Actually, I want to see if I can get a open setup here. I want to make sure that this is correct. Yes, so, wait. Oh, that is correct. Never mind. Just making sure. Being a little bit of an idiot over here. Can't figure out some stuff. Don't lay it on me. Yeah, oh, 6-9 Billy Stallings, he's got some damage. Looks like he's... What has happened to him? His engine has gone kaboom. See that? Has it gone? Yeah, his engine's gone. What has happened? I don't think that this is a planned pit stop for him. When did it blow up on him? I have to go back and look. Did this thing blow up somewhere? So he's down on power. Oh, what happened here? Oh, he didn't know Joshua was coming down pit road, did he? Yep. Oh, hits Joshua. Yep, that looks like that punctured a hole right in his radiator. That's not going to be a good thing for him. But Stepson, he can stay out here longer. Joey Maines is down pit road. Billy, of course, he had to go down pit road, use his fast repair because engine was gone at that point where it was about to go. But you see Cogdale kind of chasing down Somerville. Wheeler, he is up to 4th currently, so not had a bad run either. So drivers kind of up and down tonight is what we've seen so far. As Jordan Stencil, he has came down pit road. So pit stops, looks like they were able to go about 30 laps on fuel. So they'll have probably 2 more pit stops in this race if I had to guess. Now, yeah, crap, the 18 is going to be off cycle. The guys that pitted on last pit stop are going to be off cycle. So they could probably go to lap 60, actually. Lap 69, 70-ish, if I had to guess, on their fuel. Not to come down pit road. You can maybe stretch it from here. Have to see. Say pit on lap 35. Have to keep that. Have to keep that in mind. See how long they're going to go on their fuel here. Cogdale's trying to get under Somerville. He's finally got that position from him. Cogdale's running a pretty nice paint scheme. We'll give him that. Somerville looks like he's trying to hold on to Cogdale's quarter panel. Cogdale's like, nah, I'm just going to get away from you a little bit. He finally gets away from it. Calvin Dials, he comes down pit road. He's got a scratched up right side of his truck. It'll be a pretty common theme here tonight for sure. Ooh, Lord. Cogdale's came down pit road now. So, he also pit on lap 22. How long do these guys wait to come in? I don't know. If I'm Somerville, I'm running your tank till it's basically dry. That's what I'd be doing. He's not making terrible time. I mean, he's losing, but he's not losing that much, surprisingly. I don't know. It's going to be weird because I would have came down if I was him last pit stop, but that's just me. But Mike Presley, he's moved up. Actually, Mason L. Ford, he's the biggest mover so far. 12 positions, along with Skylar Berry. As Skylar, I will beat you out for that position in the college racing. Don't try me. You want to talk about somebody ripping the wall? I'm going to be ripping that wall as I tried it yesterday, and I was absolutely horrible at it because that ran in so long. The 1 and the 4, or not 14, 12 are about, yeah, down pit road as I'm having a stroke over here. So yeah, Somerville's down pit road, so he eventually came down. So the last driver to pit, looks like it will probably be Tim Milhorn, but he's out of the race. So ignore what I just said there. I don't know. What do you do if your steps in here? How long do you stay out? As we got somebody through the grass. Who is that? I can hear him. Wait, I could have sworn this person. Who was just through the grass? I'm just hearing stuff at this point. Mike Sabanowski at Skylar Berry. They eventually come down. Skylar does have some damage on his truck, of course. Oh, Lord. What do you do? How long does Stepson stay out? How long does Wheeler stay out? I don't know what to do here. I'll have to fix that. I won't be able to fix it this race, of course. I don't know what it is, though. iRacing decided you're not going to get a good connection as the 51's looking under the 85 of Ford. He's going to get that position from him. Week or two go by. As this is just really tires on tires for these guys. But see, 21's coming off pit road. But we'll wait for these guys that haven't pitted, and then we'll go on a commercial break. I don't know. I have no idea when they're going to come down pit road. There's actually only 4 people in the lead lap, because these guys haven't pitted. So I have to see when they come down. I know the 51 will probably unlap himself here. If a caution does come out right now, he is the lucky dog. But of course, you don't want to see a caution come out. As I wish I could do anything else here. I don't have time to figure out something else. Stepson, he's about actually a second. It's nearly 2 seconds off the pace. And it's not that he's wanting to do that. It's just the tires have gone away for him now. He's got no tire left. Now, of course, you can run it. But I think he's pretty much, I think he's trying to run it to the very end on his fuel tank. And I don't blame him for doing that either. The drivers have definitely gotten into the wall. They're trying to get as much as they can. Can't blame him for doing that either. But Wheeler, he's been running a little bit slower than Stepson. He's gotten up front. You see the 83 Jordan Stenzel up front of Wheeler. The question is how long can these guys stay out now? I really don't know. As a fantasy update, I just done my first fantasy football league, and you want to talk about absolutely murdering somebody. I about doubled the dude's points. That is horrible for him, but RIP for you. Yeah, that's just a little fun league. Yeah, there goes Stepson, and the 5 is in. The 30 of Dahl is in. Dahl is. Yay. Wait, why is he pitting again? Not sure what this is about. But Stepson, he came down pit road, as hopefully you all cannot hear that. See, actually, they dragged everybody else with them, so Wheeler and Ford come down. These guys are going to get all the fuel that they can in their truck. They're not going to leave an ounce left on it for sure. I want to get all that fuel as Pax. Will you please shut up? It's my 4-year-old German Shepherd. Man, it's lax. It might be Gatsby. Gatsby's my golden retriever. Y'all don't know. Thought about bringing him on camera. I don't have a camera though. I actually thought about just doing a fun broadcast where I'll just talk to me, but who'd want to talk to me? Want to see my face? Stepson, he's out and away. That will put more to the lead. Now he has Winker right on the back of him. Winker wants that position from him. Actually, no, he's not going to make it on fuel. Can Stepson make it on fuel from here now? Been on lap 35, came down on lap 69. He'd be just a little bit short on fuel, so there's going to be one more pit stop for these guys. Wait, is this actually true? Hold on. No, there's no way. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Is this actually? I'm trying to figure out if this is actually true. I don't know if that's true or not. No, this is gonna be iffy. What I'm looking at right now for you all is there was news. I'm not sure if this is correct. There's a report saying that Ty Gibbs is expected to replace Kyle Busch in 2023, but nothing's set in stone either, so they could be completely wrong. It probably is, knowing how much the stuff is. I did not want to see that, but I did. That'll be interesting. Where will Kyle Busch go? I don't think JGR is going to take him back, sadly enough for him. These guys, lap 60, 50, like mid-50s, late 60s, or not mid-50s, mid-50s, early 60s on their pits. They're going to have new tires. How does this work? If you're Stepson, you are in a weird position now. You got to come in. You know you have to come in, but when do you come in? When do you make that call to come down pit road? Uh-oh. Oh, no. This could change everything if Presley... I think Presley's stuck in the fence. Presley is stuck in the fence, I think. Let's bring out a caution. You know, some drivers are hoping for a caution. He's just sitting on the inside of the track. He's out of the racing surface. As he just toes. Okay, he toes. We'll see how he actually wrecked. Looks like... Oh, there's contact with Billy Stallings that puts the one into the wall. Yep, he was stuck in that wall, so he was not moving as engine goes there. I think that was just kind of maybe Billy's fault there just a little bit. I'm not pretty sure. Don't have time to look back at that, of course. At 14 has a 51 right behind him. Winker, I don't know. How do you do on fuel? Oh, oh my gosh, this is so stressful. What do you do on fuel? That's a serious question. What do you do with your fuel now? This is going to be so difficult for you. You have to try to balance it. You know, I'm trying to think of a strategy here. If I were these guys, oh gosh, I don't know. I really don't know. I think you run it till it. I think you run it till it goes dry. I really think that's what you do. Now, they almost take a swipe at each other. 14 almost swipe the rear end of the 42 of Winker there. Somerville's going to try to get that lead back. He's going to get it now. Winker's not really going to fight him that much. Actually, Somerville takes his line away. The 83 got tight under the 18 there for just a little bit. Luckily, he was able to wreck him there. As I'm having a stroke, probably. I don't even know what's going on with my life anymore. Too stressed out to think. But while these guys are going at it up here, we will go on a commercial break here. And if caution happens, you know that you will get all the action here. Will actually wait. Sorry, I'm at the 21, so it doesn't matter that the 21 is going under the Winker now. But we will roll some very, very quick ads here. We were back here, thought about rolling some more, but I decided I might as well get y'all back to the action. Only have really one more to do, but might as well just save it for later. As if you all are watching, now, what is your favorite? Actually, I'm refreshing here. I think someone might have gone away. Put these guys in their fresh paint refresh here. That's a 4. Trying to make sure that's a Toyota. Is that a nuts? I'm trying to guess these trucks without the paint on. This is actually more difficult than I thought it would be. But Stepson, what do you do? Now, actually, what these guys are and what they were doing back here, the 14, you saw him kind of getting a shove from the 21. This could be a factor here. And the reason I say that is because riding behind these trucks could be stretching your fuel just a little bit. And the reason I say that is because this is a low horsepower, high downforce package. Any air you can cut, it's actually extra horsepower for you, but you're not burning off extra fuel. Salvanosky looks like he's very far off the pace. Some drivers have gotten some heavy damage, but I'll go through the running order here. First is Tristan Stepson, second, Nathan Somerville, third, Nate Cogdale, fourth, Kevin Winker, fifth, Jordan Stencil, sixth, Mason L. Ford, seventh, Chris Wheeler, Joshua Moore, he's bit the gun. He's going to come down early. He actually moved his position. So eighth is Joey Maines. So 9th will be Chris Zofield. 12th or 10th will be Billy Stallings. 11th will be Mike Somonowski. 12th will be Nathan Dahl. 13th will be Skylar Berry when they sort out here. Joshua Moore taking a risk. Don't blame him for trying it. Might as well do it. As Winker, same exact thing. Saw that he can't make it on fuel. He's going to make this about a 30 lap. Wait, no. Or 40. Wait. No, 30 laps in. I can't do math. Math's hard. Too difficult for me to do it. Might as well stop. Just seems like, I don't know. Like I just can't speak half the time apparently. We do see more pit stops here though. These guys are gonna get 4 tires and fuel. Winker had actually a little bit of a longer pit stop, 15 seconds. I think he was trying to get every drop that he could in it. But now what do you do? Does this force the hand of these other drivers now? I think it does. I think that you have to come down soon because you don't want to run out of time to catch these guys as Cogdale comes down pit road exactly like I called it. I'm not very surprised by that at all. As, what is this? Not what I was looking for, but evident. Wait, crap. Now let me go back. Let me go back. Let me go back, please. Oh, there it is. I'm just not very observant there. But Cogdale, Billy, Mike Somonowski, and Skylar Berry have all came down pit road as I really need to get my glasses fixed. Holy crap, I'm tired of wearing these goggles. And yes, I did have goggles before I was a track kid, but that makes me sound even worse. I played baseball and early on in my life. I wasn't a kid that needed glasses, but I just had pretty bad eyesight. I actually used to have 20/45 vision, and now I have 20/25 vision. So I basically got 20/20 vision. Surprisingly, some of my vision got better as I was older. I'm just nearsighted, as is probably most everybody else. It's just something that you face. Nothing really can be done about that, sadly, for most of the people. We're adding on to that. I actually have tinnitus. Went to a race that Casey Kane won at Bristol. Decided not to wear earplugs, and my ears have been ringing ever since. So, long story short, if you go to races, make sure you wear earplugs at least and have a headset over your ears, because you talk about loud. I don't know how people listen to races like that. Holy crap, is it loud. Thinking about going to the Bristol race this weekend. Iffy on it. I'm like, I want to do it, but at the same time I don't. As, how are people already camping out at the Speedway? Holy crap. But Stepson, he came down pit road, and Mason L4 also. Ford also came down pit road. I'm butchering words over here. Jesus. Might as well start my own meat shop. How many times I'm stumbling over. But Nathan Dahl, Joshua Moore. Nathan Dahl is actually the only driver that will need to come in here. Last pitted on lap 68. He's not stretching this fuel for that long. There's no way that he can. Even if he did, he'd be caught by Joshua Moore, because he's running down. Now, do the tires hold out? Oh, he got hungry. Kevin, he's going to get caught by Winker here. Winker is going to be right on him. Winker's going to be like, I want that position. He's starting to be a familiar face. Okay. Stuff that I see that I wonder why I see it, but nothing I can do about that. Winker, he's hunting down that 51. He's got his sights on him. He wants to get to Joshua Moore. He has 1 lap better tires, but 1 lap here is like 50. It's ridiculous as they're actually going to run up on Nathan Dahl. Nathan Dahl, nothing he can do. I think he's just kind of hoping for a caution at this point. He's made his bed, saying, I'm praying for a caution. You better come out. If it doesn't, there's nothing I can do. As it looks like the 51 get off the bottom there. Just for a second, I think he might have got the apron. It's going to get Kevin Winker to his outside. He's not there just quite yet. He definitely was looking on him for sure. Oh, that 51 was almost into the wall. It's going to slow him down, actually. I think he was extremely loose coming off that corner. I'm surprised he did not tear that wall down with him. That can be Christian Roos's experimentation partner. Roos, if you are watching this, where's your experiment been? We need it. Is that actually Nathan Harper? As that is. Wow, okay. But 51, I think he's trying to fight that 42, but that 42 is just too fast right now. But I know somebody wants these happen. Look back. Actually, this is not good. Stepson and Cogdale going at it, so none of these guys can benefit from what's happening up here. Cogdale pitted a lap earlier than Somerville. That 1 lap tire difference, though. One single lap makes a huge difference here. Winker's still trying to get that position from Moore. He's got to get in there really deep one corner. And what he has to do right now is you have to just commit. You have to pull a slide job on this 51. If you want to get away from this 18, you cannot do this anymore. Winker has to send in there. Looks like he's just clear of Moore. See if he goes up the track. He wraps that bottom. He's finally got past Joshua Moore. Moore's going to draft him now, shove him. Be careful not to hook him. He's actually going to go back to outside of Winker. Thought about it there for just a little bit. He gave it a thought, but he's like, it's too late now. I don't want to be doing it just yet. Cannot blame him for trying that, though. I really can't. Oh, no. There's Stepson. Uh-oh. 6 lap better tires. It's dead. These guys are done pretty much. I don't think they have a chance of holding off Stepson. That is, if nothing happens, Nathan Dahl finally came down pit road. He's eventually have to come down pit road. We see Nate Cogdale. He's back there with the 14 of Somerville. I think these two drivers have been around each other. They got a gaggle of cars up here as Cogdale gets in the wall. He's not going to be happy with that at all. These guys probably just moved out of the way for these guys, but he's going to lose the draft. And these guys probably not going to give him a chance to do much, if anything, now. As Nathan Dahl, he goes down a lap. He's just waiting for left side tires there. Pretty quiet so far, but Stepson, oh, he's right on the bumper of Winker. Blew past Moore, and he's going to easily get this spot from Winker. These guys have to just hope for a caution at this point because Winker, he's not Winker. Stepson, he's just going to set sail now. No contest at all for these guys. Stepson, 5 lap better tires on some of these guys, 6 to 5, some to 4. It's just too much. They just can't hold them off, and that's just something about the strategy. It just made it weird off the start for some of these guys. I mean, it really did make it weird. Nothing that some of them can do. That's the honest truth about it. As you can leave me alone. As we got, let me check the Discord. Somebody just sent a message in here. Somebody, that is. Looks like we may have had a driver quit the league. That is not good to see. Hopefully he didn't, though. Yeah, everybody right now is pretty much spaced out. At 12's trying to get under that 51, or not 14. 14's trying to get under the 51. I thought it was 12. He got the apron there. Oh, Lord. Got way too much of the apron trying to get all the grip that he can. I thought that truck was gone. Really just upsets that truck. You have no grip when you get it. You think, oh, I can go down here, get a little bit more grip. No, it's not there anymore. And my truck is now in the wall. As that almost happened to him. Not an uncommon thing to see either. That's a very, very lucky that thing is not killed because of it. He's trying to paint that bottom. He's definitely not giving up on it. I will give him a valiant effort for that for sure. Actually clips it there. You see it shoot his truck up at 51. Actually looks like he gets a little bit tight. Actually has to lift, so that's going to give him the position now, surprisingly. Steps, and now he's just pulling away. He's about over 2.5 second lead now, but before these guys get inside of 10 to go, I'm going to roll these ads that I have not been able to do this race so far. Of course, I don't want y'all to miss the finish of this. We're thinking about the other one, but I evidently just will not have time for it at all. More, he's been kind of battling. Hold his position here. He's got the 69 of Billy Stones, but he is 1 lap down. He would be a lucky dog if a caution were to come out, as I will actually give it to him. That is a pretty nice paint scheme. Not bad looking at all. Stop some of these chats in here. Guys, we'll actually go. I want to see how Stepson's running this track. We'll go on board with him for 3 laps to see how he's doing it. We will now cut that. 4 laps to go here, and it looks like everybody's just kind of settled into position. Winker's kind of got this position under lock. Somerville's having to deal with Billy Stallings, but Billy's a lap down. It won't be much of a concern to him there. Luckily for him, as looks like I've got most of his issues actually fixed. probably fixed themselves somehow. I was like, really don't know how they did. Actually, the Wheeler was looking under. Where's Wheeler looking under? Wheeler was looking under the 30th Nathan Dahl. Nathan Dahl is. I believe he's 1 lap down. Wheeler just shoving him. Not sure what this is about. Maybe have some bad blood early on, but 3 laps to go, and this has kind of been. And it was a strategy call for these guys. It's just, what did you do? Because they were already off cycle. Stepson used that to his advantage. He just stayed out as long as he could, and then came down and just had better tires than these guys. That wasn't a bad call on his end. I mean, it really wasn't. Listen, guys, no, we're probably hoping, okay, there's got to be another caution here, but there wasn't, as we almost have contact between the 14 and the 69. Almost bad for Billy's been kind of messing with Somerville right now. He's been racing pretty hard. There's nothing wrong with that at all, and there really isn't anything wrong with that. See, 38 still trying to deal with that 30 of Nathan Dahl, but it's pretty much done and over with. The white flag is in the air here. Stepson has 2 more corners. He's going to come out of 2. He can pretty much just coast at this point. Looks like Winker and Somerville have 2nd and 3rd locked up. Cogdale might actually face a challenge from Mason Ford here. Coming to the line. We'll have to see if that happens. But into 3, he'll be coming out of 4. And it will be the strategy call that these guys have played, but it will work in favor of Tristan Stepson. He will take home the checkered flag here at Charlotte. Winker looks like he will come home 2nd. Not a bad race for him. 14 of Nathan Somerville, he will come home 3rd. Cogdale just beats out Mason Ford, as Mason had 3 lap better tires, so he probably wanted that to end pretty soon. But Tristan Stepson, the strategy call works out for him. That was a really weird strategy play from some of these guys, but they had to make that choice, and some of them made the good choice, some of them made the bad choice. Watch him burn it down here. Some guys just join them there. Might as well do some burnouts in a foreign car. Won an American themed race. That's kind of weird for these guys. I'm just trying to pull up some of my other control room stuff so I can make sure that I can actually end the stream when it does need to. I was just a little bit late on the start of it, but that's because I didn't want y'all to have to really watch nothing. That's an interesting video. Might have to watch that later. But I will now manage. I'm gonna go to manage this, please. I need to manage this. Oh gosh. Actually, no, I don't even have to worry about this. Do I? No, I don't. Actually, no, I can. Actually, let me just get this up here. Of course, I'm gonna give him time to hit his burnouts and all the other good stuff for him. I'm not gonna take that away from him. That's it. There you go. So I got it pulled up here. I think it looks like he was burning it down. See, Nathan, looks like that is yeah, they're taking a photo here. They are definitely taking a photo for sure. No doubt about it for these guys. We will pull in the 3rd. Actually, I'll pull the race results here. Forgot to do that for some odd reason, as it will hopefully just take a little bit to load. But yep, so it'll work for me now. So we will bring in the 14 of Nathan Somerville. Yes, he's already in the waiting booth. Hey, Nathan, this is Bryson Booth. You got a copy, man?
Yeah, I got you, bud.
Man, so people were off strategy that race, and it just didn't work out for you. But how did that race go for you from the drop of the green flag to the checkered?
It went pretty well. I mean, I led a bunch of laps, kept it clean. stayed in the top 5 most of the race. I mean, can't really complain too much from that.
Yeah,
But me
man.
and Cogdale were just sitting there and just, let's see who we can get to pull down. And then Tristan pulled down and he took tires. So he had to take tires even if he said he didn't. He did.
Yeah,
Because there ain't.
oh yeah, he definitely took tires from just how fast he was, and that got you all on a weird cycle too. I was like, when do you come down on pit road now? And evidently, I mean, it's just the off cycle stuff, and he just worked out better for him. And there's nothing that you really could have done there. I mean, if there was a caution, of course, that would have definitely changed a lot of that. But there's really nothing that you could have done at that point. The fake didn't work out in your favor in the end, did it?
Nah, I guess I debated myself. But, I mean, Tristan's always ran up front. He's always consistent, and he got a win. His second win of the season, so congrats to him.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream tonight?
Oh yeah, first and foremost, I want to thank my smoking hot wife for putting up with me from every day to day. I want to thank Sonic Racing Chassis, even though they're not on my truck tonight, they're still on every other truck that I run. Nate Cogdell is a phenomenal, phenomenal painter. I want to thank you for broadcasting. I want to thank Dustin and Billy and David for putting on the league, and the guys for actually keeping it clean for majority of the race.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. But good third place finish tonight, man. Just the strategy didn't work out, but definitely you'll definitely take a podium. But good job, man.
Yeah, good points there.
As we will bring in the 42 of Kevin Winker now. Hey, Kevin, this is Bryce's booth. You got a copy, man?
Yes, sir.
Man, so you faked out Stepson, but that actually didn't work in your favor at the end. But how did the race go for you from the drop of the green flag to the checkered, man?
I think we went pretty good. I mean, I qualified on pole. I did, fast trucks up in top 5, and then we got them kind of series of cautions, and I was kind of debating back and forth. I seen the 18 come down, and I kind of figured it took tires, but then I was like, track position's kind of key here, so I stayed out. And then me and my teammate Josh here, we kind of undercut it because we kind of knew the tires is a tire game, and then did that. And then on that last stop, or that before that, the first green flag stop, them guys, it took them like, I think 20, 25 laps to almost get around us. So I knew as soon as we made that last stop, they were going to have to come in. Otherwise, I think we would have had it. And then they came in like 3 laps right after us. And then Tristan got around me, and I don't know if Somerville used his stuff up, but I held on to second. So overall, it was a good race, good points tonight.
Yeah, I mean, definitely not a bad thing. As I knew it was gonna be, I knew it was gonna be weird just because how off cycle y'all were. I was like, yeah, when do you come down pit road? I was kind of like, even I couldn't really wrap my head around that from having races up broadcast. I was like, I don't know what you really do in this position, but you come home second. I mean, that's not bad for you at all. But before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream tonight?
Yeah, I just want to shout out to Muleburger Custom Homes. They sponsored me and Josh. They're a big supporter of us, so a big shout out to them. Big shout out to Nathan and Cogdale. Nathan Cogdale, both of them. We work well together. I mean, we hang out, chat before the race. So thanks, shout out to them for helping, tips and pointers and everything. And then shout out to the league admins. Everybody put this league on. It's running very smoothly, and shout out to you as well for the broadcast and everything you do. So we'll see what we can do in the next weekend's season finale, or regular season finale.
All right, man. Well, good luck to you. Hopefully, you can move up one position next week, man. But good job getting a second place podium finish tonight, man.
Thank you, sir. Have a good night.
As that was Kevin Winker. He's become a familiar face that I've seen. He runs a lot of HSR money races. So he's somebody that I'm getting a little bit familiar with. But we will bring in the 18 of Tristan Stepson, as I will have to drag him into the booth here. He wasn't in the room. Hey, Tristan, this is Bryson's booth. Got a copy, man?
Yeah, man, I got you.
Man, so they baited you to go down pit road, but in the end, that actually worked out for you. But what was your mindset knowing that you were, because you all were all off on strategy. Some guys had pitted, some guys didn't. But what was going through your head on your pits knowing that you were off cycle with everybody else?
Really, that was kind of the plan. I was actually going to do. I was going to. I was committed to doing the opposite of whatever Cogdale did or Somerville did. So whatever he did, I was going to do the opposite. You know, whether that hurt me or helped me, and they ended up staying out. So I told my teammate Mason we're going to pit here and at least top off on fuel because tires were king. I know we were going to be able to go deep into that run. I think we got another 7 or 8 laps. But man, when we got back out on the racetrack, I was in a groove, and it was just we didn't have the cautions. So without the cautions, these races are a lot more my style, saving tires early. A little bit more strategies involved. With no cautions, you can kind of work the system a little bit into our favor. So I just got dealt a good hand of cards with no cautions falling there at the end. I was able to capitalize on it.
Yeah, I was trying to sit there and wrap my head around it. I was like, well, I think 18's pretty much got this in the back. Because I know once you came down pit road, I was like, yeah, it's pretty much over for these guys. So I knew you had it as soon as I looked at the cycle that y'all would have been on. Just tires are you can't hold them off of this track. It's like it's weird that you think you could, but this track just eats them up. But before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Really, you guys are doing a phenomenal job. I know we missed you a few weeks ago. Missed watching the races, but glad you guys are back. Appreciate it.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. Yeah, that was completely my fault. Why I missed that. I actually might stay in the Discord and tell y'all the story of why we didn't have that. But man, good win tonight. Hopefully, I will see you repeat that next week in the season finale, man.
Awesome. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. I think I should be able to make a deep run in these playoffs. I know pretty much after Dega, where anything goes, I'm pretty strong at the next 3 tracks after that, and then Homestead's my favorite. So we'll see what happens.
All right, man. Well, good job tonight. I will let you go now.
All right.
As that was Tristan Stepson takes home the win tonight. I will go through the finishing order here. Tristan Stepson first, Kevin Winker second, Nathan Somerville third, Nate Cogdale fourth, Mason L. Ford 5th, 6th, Joshua Moore 7th, Jordan Stencil 8th, Chris Wheeler 9th, Joey Maines 10th, Chris Zofield 11th, Billy Stallings 12th, Nathan Dahl 13th, Calvin Dials 14th, Skylar Berry 15th, David Hall 16th, Mike Sawanowski 17th, Mike Presley 18th, Dylan Smith 19th, Tim Milhorn 20th, Adam Waddle, and you see these guys on the bottom, they did not race. So, of course, I'm not going to be going over them because they didn't race in the race, but that was definitely a strategy call on some of these guys because they were so off cycle on each other. There's nothing that you really could have done. I mean, there really isn't. The 18, he just got on the cycle that he needed to, and it just tires at the end just played into his hands. And I mean, what are you going to do about that? Because there is nothing you can do. But 18 takes home the win. You heard next week that will be their season finale. I will look at their schedule very quickly for y'all. Their season finale will be at North Wilkesboro. Okay. 150 laps. So going on a track that's actually going to be put on the schedule next season for the All-Star race. That'll be interesting to see. But hopefully I'll see you all here tomorrow. I'll be doing 2 back-to-back races again. But I will let you all go now. See y'all later.